why, as Americans, we can't accept Isabel as the name of the Queen of Spain when it is a perfectly acceptable translation into English, and instead have to call her Isabella, I will never understand. Hola. I just wanted to take a few moments to bring you guys another book review because I recently finished The Queen's Vow by C.W. Gortner, which is a very lovely novel about Isabel of Castile and her lifetime, basically. It starts when she was like 2 or 3 when her father died. It's like a brief moment that she remembered from that time period. And later brings us through her life in Arevalo, growing up with her brother Alfonso and her mother, separated from the court. Like, the king didn't want them there. And later he calls them to court and they're forced to separate from their mother. And later it goes through the trials of Alfonso being thrust through the influence of Carrillo and the other people in the court who are trying to move away from Enrique's rule and put Alfonso on the throne. And then it later deals with his death and Isabel's turn to come to the throne, and of course her marriage to Fernando and how she later continues as queen. And I really wanted to make a video because this book was so good. As a history buff myself, I love historical fiction, of course, because you get more of a story, but also because you can learn so much from historical fiction, because there is a lot of research obviously involved in this, but I feel like this author took very little creative license with the dates. There are some, and he mentions them in the back of the book, and compared to some books that I've read, it's really just the creative license he took with the dates is just so insignificant. Like, it's, oh, this one day that one messenger came, like, something like that. It's really not important. So it's really great to know that you're reading a book that, of course, he's imagining how Isabel would have reacted to certain things, but also there is so much research that he did and so many resources that you can get it from that it's pretty easy to kind of, determine a lot of her prominent characteristics. For anyone who's seen the show Isabel on RTV, Spanish national television, it's similar. I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but very similar. I think if you enjoy the TV show, you will also enjoy this novel, which is great. Fernando's character is also lovely in this. I happen to like him a lot in both the TV series and this novel because he's so accepting of Isabel and her faults, and I love that he was man enough to let her rule in her stead because she was the legal queen of Castile. So, but men always think that because even though he's the king consort, it's his right to rule over the country, much like what happened to her daughter Juana and Felipe, the first Felipe, who came in from Flanders. And basically it's wonderful. I definitely suggest that you read it, and I'd love to know what you guys think. I could go on for ages, so I won't. There is a link down below to buy the book on Amazon, and also to my Tumblr page if you prefer to give comments there. I really want to hear what you guys think about the book, and hopefully I'll be back soon. Hasta luego.